The power of eye contact in corporate negotiations. Here's your 30-minute script on the power of eye contact in corporate negotiations. Optimized for text-to-voice conversion with a storytelling format and smooth delivery. Imagine walking into a high-stakes negotiation. The room is filled with decision makers, numbers are on the table, and every word spoken carries weight. But beyond words, there's something even more powerful at play: eye contact. The way you use your eyes can determine whether you close the deal, gain respect, or lose control of the conversation. Right now, think about the last time you were in an important discussion. Did you maintain strong eye contact, or did you look away? Did the other person's gaze make you feel confident, intimidated, or uncertain, whether you realize it or not? Eye contact shapes the entire dynamic of a negotiation. It influences trust, authority, and persuasion. It sends signals about power, confidence, and honesty, and when used correctly, it gives you control over any conversation. Let's start with confidence. When you maintain steady eye contact, you instantly project authority. People trust those who meet their gaze without hesitation. If your eyes are firm but relaxed, you appear composed and in control. But if you avoid eye contact, glance down too often, or shift your focus nervously, it weakens your position. It makes you seem uncertain, like you're second-guessing yourself. And in negotiations, uncertainty can cost you everything. Now, think about honesty. The eyes reveal more than words ever can. When someone is telling the truth, their eye contact remains natural and steady. When they are lying or withholding information, their gaze often shifts. They may look away at key moments, blink rapidly, or break eye contact when answering a difficult question. If you notice this in a negotiation, pay attention. It might indicate hesitation, doubt, or hidden intentions. Likewise, if you want to be perceived as trustworthy, make sure your eyes align with your words. Let's talk about dominance in negotiations. Power isn't just about what you say, it's about how you hold yourself. If you lock eyes with someone too intensely, you might come across as aggressive or confrontational. But if you balance strong eye contact with slight breaks, you communicate confidence without intimidation. It's a delicate balance. Too much eye contact, and you seem overpowering; too little, and you appear weak. The key is to match your eye contact to the situation. Now, think about timing. When you make a strong statement, hold eye contact for a second longer than usual. This adds weight to your words. It shows you mean what you say. And when you're listening, don't just stare, engage. Slight nods, subtle expressions, and a focused gaze show that you are fully present. This builds rapport and encourages the other person to open up. Mirroring is another powerful tool. When you subtly match the other person's eye contact behavior, it creates a sense of connection. If they hold steady eye contact, you do the same. If they look away briefly, you allow slight breaks as well. This makes the conversation feel more natural and less like a battle for control. But never break eye contact first in moments of tension. The person who looks away first often surrenders power. Let's talk about deception. If someone is trying to manipulate or mislead you, their eyes will often reveal it. A forced stare, overly intense eye contact, or unnatural blinking can be signs that something isn't right. If their gaze shifts to the side when answering a critical question, they may be trying to think of a response rather than recalling genuine facts. Watch for these cues. They can help you spot dishonesty before it costs you. Eye contact also influences pricing and final offers. When discussing numbers, hold eye contact after stating your position. This creates a moment of psychological pressure, forcing the other person to react. Many people feel uncomfortable with silence and will speak just to fill the gap. Often, this leads them to reveal more than they intended, or even concede to a better deal. Mastering this technique can give you an upper hand in any negotiation. Now imagine you're in a tough situation. You've made your offer and the other side is pushing back. This is where controlled eye contact is critical. If you look away too soon, it signals weakness. Instead, maintain your gaze, hold your position, and let them feel the weight of the moment. Often the side that maintains composure wins, because the other party starts to question their own stance. One common mistake in negotiations is breaking eye contact at the wrong moment. If you glance away when discussing a key term, it might look like you're unsure or lacking confidence. If you look down when asked a tough question, it may appear that you're hiding something. The goal is to remain steady, grounded, and intentional with your gaze. Let's not forget about cultural differences. In some cultures, direct eye contact is a sign of confidence and honesty, while in others, too much eye contact can be seen as disrespectful or aggressive. Understanding these differences is crucial if you're negotiating with international clients or colleagues. Adjust your approach accordingly. The key is to be aware of how eye contact is perceived in different settings. Now, Let's apply this to virtual meetings. In video calls, eye contact works differently if you constantly look at the screen instead of the camera. It can seem like you're distracted or disengaged. Instead, train yourself to look directly into the camera when making key points. This creates the illusion of direct eye contact, making you appear more confident and persuasive. It's a small adjustment, but it makes a huge difference in how you're perceived. Eye contact is also a tool for reading emotions. If someone's gaze softens when discussing a certain point, it may indicate personal investment or interest. If their eyes narrow, they might be skeptical. If they glance sideways or downward, they could be considering an alternative but aren't ready to say it yet. Reading these micro-expressions helps you adjust your strategy in real time. One final secret to mastering eye contact in negotiations is knowing when to break it. Constant eye contact can be intimidating or unnatural. Strategic breaks, looking away briefly while thinking or nodding slightly to show agreement, create balance. The key is to remain engaged without making the other person feel uncomfortable. When used correctly, eye contact gives you control over any negotiation. It establishes dominance without aggression, builds trust without words, and allows you to read the unspoken emotions of the other side. Most importantly, it puts you in a position of influence, so the next time you step into a negotiation, pay close attention. Notice how eye contact shapes the conversation. Use it with purpose. Hold your ground and let your eyes do more than just see. Let them communicate power. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, because you will learn a ton of information in the next video.